Hello, students. This is a conclusion of the essay on colonialist criticism by Chinua Achebe. This covers mainly 3 points. One, that the African literature has its own unique characteristics and it should not be compared with European literature. Secondly, Achebe attacks universalism. Third point, Achebe's views on English language. The essay Colonialist Criticism is selected from Chinua Achebe's work Hopes and Impediments. The essay Colonialist Criticism is an attack on the lingering colonial attitude of the non-African critics towards African literature. Colonialist criticism is based on the assumption that the African writer is, I quote, somewhat unfinished European, unquote. Achebe opposes the European colonial prejudice. He argues that African literature should not be compared and judged with the canonical standards since it has its own peculiarity and particularity. The Europeans do not know the intricacies of African history. So, Achebe's claim is that colonized blacks should write their own history, neglecting what has been already universalized. He argues that if the text is judged from European perspective, a text does not get right evaluation and the essence of the text is killed. Attacks on universalism. The term universalism is exclusive. It includes the whole world. The term universalism refers to European parochialism. European writers always emphasized universality in writing. They believe that the writer has to cover all the issues in general, or the writer has to speak for all. They judge African text from this angle. They argue that the African text is not universal because it does not speak about universal issue. It speaks only African voice. Therefore, their text is invalid. They are not able to write about the whole universe. The two problems with universalism, according to Achebe, are first one is that the presumed universality that the critics find is merely a synonym for the narrow self-serving parochialism of Europe. And the second point, that every literature must speak of a particular place, evolve out of the necessities of its history, past and current, and the aspirations and destiny of the people. It means that every text comes out of specific time, space, and the people. Therefore, every text is space specific and people specific. African people have experience about racism. Therefore, they can write about racism deliberately. African might have made many mistakes, but they did not bring racism to the world. Therefore, they would write about African specific situation. Achebe sustained the idea that the term universalism must be banished. Achebe's views on language. African writers writing in English need not follow European model. Language is not the property or possession of any group, country, or continent. Language is common property of all. African writers are writing in English to make themselves heard. If they write in African language, nobody will come to know about them. So, Achebe stresses the point that the native African writers must write in English. Towards the end of the essay, he criticizes the native writers. All the time, European writers cannot be slammed as deplorable. He says even the native writers have not done anything to uplift the condition of African literature. They are not responsible for their own people. He embodies the idea that earnestness is most important to uplift the condition of African literature. Only then African literature will get the prestigious status, otherwise, it will be dominated. For the domination of Europeans, Achebe uses the term seduction. The native poets and critics are equally responsible for this seduction because they never attempt to break this barricade of European canon. Rather, they enjoy being an appendage of it. Thank you.